Okay, overall, obviously very disappointed. Just disappointed. I think, what I told our team was we didn't play good enough to win. And they played better than us today. I think we're capable of beating that team, but we didn't play good enough to win today. One of the lessons I think that you learn from a game like this, and one of the things I wanted our players to learn is that we are not victims. You're not a victim, and we're also people that don't make excuses and don't have any explanations. No excuses, no explanations. And so I'm not going to talk about the officiating at all. We just did not play well enough to win the game on all three sides of the ball. And I got to give credit to South Dakota State. I think their coach, John Stiglmeyer, I have a lot of respect for him. He does a great job. And their staff did a good job, and they did a good job. And that's pretty much it. Questions?
Mike, are you equally disappointed with both sides of the ball today? There's certainly some breakdowns on both sides.
Here's what I would say. I think, starting off with the offense, we didn't block well enough. I think that's, I don't think we blocked well enough. At times we ran well, but we didn't run well enough. We didn't protect well enough. They were able to, with a minimum rush, able to get pressure on Mike at times today, which they shouldn't be able to do. But I got to give they did a nice job on us. Okay, but that's not like it. I know we can be way better than that. Defensively, at times I thought we stopped the run. At times we stopped Zinner. But he had he had the long run coming out, and that, caused his yardage thing to go up. He had a couple of big runs. I think they did a nice job with the combination of their running the ball and throwing slants against our defense. I think that special teams, it was good to see. We had a few bright spots there. I thought at times Osborne Ume punted really well. I thought the huge play when we got the safety, which was an error by them, but we capitalized on it. I thought that we got turnovers in the first half, which was a real plus. So those are some things that were pluses.
Coach, Mike took a pretty hard hit right before halftime. Any discomfort from him in the second half because
No,
of that?
he's okay. He's okay. He's a tough guy. I was just unfortunate that it was a three-man rush, and we had a play to get it into field goal range, and he got hit that hard.
Are you a little concerned about Mike? He struggled a bit last week. He struggled today. What's your level of concern about his play right now?
Mike is our quarterback. I'm 100% committed to him, 100% behind him. I think that's a combination of all of us, coaches, and all the position groups on offense have to do better. It's not Mike. It's all of us have to do a better job.
South Dakota State, you mentioned it. Apart from the fact that Zenner, ran the ball well, they really seemed to get going though on those slants that you were talking about.
Yes.
Primarily to Weinke.
Yes.
Did you kind of feel that was a turning point when they were able to start getting some mileage on
Yeah.
it?
What happened? It's pretty simple football. We were adding people in the box to stop Zenner, and they threw slants on us against one-on-one coverage on the outside, and then the one at the end that was we jumped it and they ran a fake slant and go. It's that's just pretty elementary football. We just didn't. Kind of goes back to what I said. We didn't play well enough to win.
2 games left. There's time. This isn't a fatal loss or anything like that, but it does make things more difficult.
My deal to the team was what we talked about is this is a 4-step process in the month of November to get to the playoffs. We took care of week 1. We had a setback today. We've got to win the next 2 games, and the dream is still alive. and that's what, you know, and right now the next game is Youngstown State next week.
For some of the guys, you weren't around, but for some of the veteran players, they've been in this scenario before in November and weren't able to get the job done. What kind of approach do you take? Maybe not in, you know, specifically to that, but what's your approach as you do try to win these last two games and, you know, keep this loss from, you know, compounding matters, you know, with a very tough opponent next week?
I think the number one thing is that we can't let one loss beat us twice. You know, I mean, we've gotta learn from this, process it for a day, and then we've gotta come out of it and fight back and beat Youngstown State, have a great week of practice and beat Youngstown State.
Any injuries to report at all?
Not that I know of. I know Dimitri Taylor took a hard hit in the back, like in the ribs, there in the fourth quarter. He played the next play, so, you know, Rob, you know, a positive today was Rob Tonyan, you know, played very well, had a huge play down the middle. I think he's kind of coming into his own as a receiver. He had a severe upper respiratory issue, sickness, and he had trouble breathing at times today. But you know, hopefully he'll come back from that.